Hey guys, welcome back to the next part. Just in case you didn't watch the first part, it played out pretty similarly until Ash didn't catch Snivy. I can't tell you yet to find out by yourself by watching that previous video, but if you already watched the previous video, then you can continue ahead as part 2. What if Ash caught Sandile much more earlier? Let's begin. Our next journey ahead is the blooming is on the XU, and this is where we get to a certain episode where Ash and Sun have a practice battle. But as soon as Ash brings out Sandile with Darklight, these two have a bit of an argument because Doctor tried to steal his glasses again, and this begins an argument. Then this causes a big fight. These two had a big fight. One of the attacks almost hits Axel, and Iris is pretty upset by those two. And Iris simply leaves, and the two Pokemon feels pretty bad about it. And this played similarly in the anime until XU is finally stuck between a Pokemon's horde, which forced them to save XU. But Sandile and Darklit are motivated to save XU after a little accident, which actually lets them to walk together just for a moment here. But when Iris brought out Excadrill and saves Exuia, everything goes peacefully, but Sandile noticed how strong Excadrill is and showing his respect to a fellow ground type here. This leads Sandile to get even wanting to be strong just like Excadrill, because he could not save Exuia from the Scolipede, and then Sandile and Darklight apologize one another, but most importantly to Exuia, which gives a cute moment for the three of them here. And our next episode and important episode is a rival battle for the club champion. This is where Ash and Trip have their second battle here. But the difference is, since Ash defeated Trip actually wants to challenge Ash for their rematch for a redemption for him. And Ash eagerly accepts this, and the referee will a 4-on-4 battle here, and Chip and Ash are ready, as even though this played similar, but Ash has a few different Pokemon here than the original, and also they are slightly stronger here, which means it's going to have a different battle here. Ash and Trip were sent out their trusty flyers to battle, as Trip sends out Tranquil and Ash sends out Darklit for battle. Tranquil will rush forward with a powerful aerial ace, striking the little dark Pokemon as it tackles it full force, as Ash notices how fast Tranquil really is, as Darklit retaliates with a good solid hit with a powerful water gun, but Trip isn't worried about this at all, and he simply commands Tranquil to change up with a powerful S-slash, as the pigeon Pokemon took a hit head on and uses a powerful air force towards Darklet as it knocks out from its feet. Ash knows that Darklet is not a good flyer because of the previous practice battle with it, but Darklet is quite stubborn and won't just take that easily, as Darklet tries to use a powerful wing attack but Tranquil does a complicated aerial maneuver to dodge it, and leading him to use a counter attack with air slash as it knocks out Ducklet pretty easily. And Trip points out that how easy it is, and he knew the fact that facing Pikachu was just a fluke, and this is much more different than last time. Ash isn't too worried, and he returns Ducklet, praising it and sending out Tapic and commanding him to use flame charge towards Tranquil with a powerful headbutt, smashing him to the ground. But Tranquil uses Roost to heal itself the previous damage, but Tapic doesn't let on as it keeps using flame charge after flame charge, increasing its speed, allowing him to outpace Tranquil's healing ability, knocking Tranquil out in the battle. But Trip isn't too worried as he recalls it back and sends out Foolish to battle. Tapic tries to use a powerful Ember attack, but Foolish is a water type, so it doesn't affect him as much, but it leads Foolish to use a powerful bubble beam, and it hits Tapic with severe damage. And not only that, as Tapic tries to use flame charge, Foolish, Trip knows its spear about now and counters a perfect timing Toxic, as this lets Tapic in a ticking time bomb, because Ash knows that Tapic won't last out for this battle. But Trip isn't aiming for that, he's aiming for Hex, as it does double damage if the target is affected with other strategies, which leads Tapic knock out much more early than Ducklet here, leading a Trip with a victory here. Pikachu steps ready for battle, but Ash stops him because he wants to try out his new Pokemon for a while, and Pikachu understands it. So Ash sends out Ashad here for battle. As Ashad strikes fiercely with a powerful water gun towards Foolish, and it does some damage but easily resists the damage as it quickly tries to use Toxic again. But Ash quickly knows this combo much more. He's much more prepared this time, as Ashad quickly moves out the way and unleashes a powerful Razor Shell as it quickly slashes Foolish into the ground, but Foolish quickly gets himself away from Ashad. However, Ash is much more quicker, allowing Ashad to do a powerful water gun, and this time it's a critical hit, knocking out Foolish here, leading Trip to return it, which means he has 2 more Pokemon left, but he isn't worried, so he sends out his newly evolved starter here, as he sends out Servant to battle. Servine summons a powerful leaf tornado towards Ashad, doing incredible damage. This time Trip won't underestimate Ash ever again, but Ash quickly commands Ashad to do a water gun. However, this attack is too slow because Servine is able to unleash a powerful area ace, weaving through Ashad's water gun, and managed to collide a powerful leaf blade towards Ashad. But Ashad doesn't give up, so it goes in for a Razor Shell repeatedly, but Servine easily counters this with his leaf blade, as these two collide towards one another, but Servine is winning the duel because of its typing overall, and it's much more stronger than Ashad for the snake Pokemon, as Servine slams its powerful tail towards Ashad, slamming him to the side of the battlefield, knocking him out with one fell swoop. Ash returns Ashad here and praise him for doing so well, and he sends out his only new Pokemon that that he knows it won't handle against the snake Pokemon. Luckily for Ash, he has his faithful Sandile for battle, and Trip says to himself this is an easy win as he calls out for another leaf tornado. But Sandile calls his own storm with Sandstorm as these two hurricane moves collide one another and cancel each other's out. Then the Servine uses another powerful leaf blade, aiming to get close for a fearsome strike towards the small krookodile, doing major damage to the little guy. But Sandile uses a bite on Servine as retaliation, climbing on its tail, which leads the snake Pokemon to shake it off, but Sandile won't let go. Then Ash calls for a counter attack with Dig, and somehow the small reptile managed to drag Servine into the ground as Sandile repeatedly slams Servine into the ground underneath the ground as the two Pokemon emerge out and only Sandile standing tall as Servine is knocked out, and Trip is shocked by this and has no other choice but to recall Servine. And Trip quickly goes over the battle, and he has one more counter to Sandile, and he sends out Timber here, a fighting type, which gives Ash a bit worried, but Sandile is pretty confident. So Ash rolls with it as Ash calls out for a bite attack, but Trip counters with a powerful wake up slap as Timber swings its mighty log to the little raptor, smacking the pathetic dark type move against it as it does major damage to the little Sandile. And Ash quickly tries to use Dig, but unfortunately Timber is much more faster and managed to grab on Sandile's tail, pulling out the reptile from getting any deeper. And then Trip repeatedly uses a wake up slap over and over again, but Ash luckily figures out what to do and calls for a sandstorm as Sandile summons a powerful storm, and this managed to blind Timber long enough to let go of it. And Ash quickly replies for a powerful bite as Sandile is crunching on Timber's head, doing not major damage but enough damage where it gets a bit annoyed by the little muscle Pokemon as Trip calls out for a powerful rock. So as Timber summons a powerful rock towards Sandile, doing major damage with another rock and another rock, but Sandile smacks away the rocks and goes for a powerful as Sandile calls for a powerful sand tomb, trapping Timber into the ground, and Timber is unable to move because Sandstorm is literally sucking him into the ground, and Timber is unable to use his log or his arm effectively here. And Ash calls out a powerful digger as Sandile digs under and attacks Timber underneath his feet, doing good damage and managed to knock out Timber, which leads Ash another victory over Trip. And this is where Trip gets much more angry. He thought the last time Ash and him were battling that time was a fluke, but this time actually affected on Trip as he recalls his defeated Pokemon with anger in his eye and simply walks away without saying anything towards Ash. As Ash tries to talk to him, but Trip retorts that he's still a Kanto reject and he will beat him the next time as he runs off, leaving Ash here a bit confused here. And this is where the episode ends here. The next few episodes we're just gonna pass over because I don't see anything happen too drastic yet. The episode of A Home for Drabble where Sinister captures Drabble here. But this is where Ash. But the next episode is Here Comes the Travis Squad. Nothing much happens differently except for Ash getting an egg around here, and this is pretty important around. But Ash still gets the egg like the original. So we go forward to the next episode. The next episode is A Night into the City Museum, and this is where Ash meets the gym leader here. And nothing changes much until the next episode, until the actual battle with the gym leader. We go to the next episode here. A battle according to Lonoa. And this is where Ash will change out here. He won't use Tapic or Ashad here. He will simply use Darklet and Sandile here. Because for reasons that the previous battle since Sandile is his strongest Pokemon besides Pikachu, he wants to keep using Sandile. And secondly, he wants Darklet to have a bit of a redemption after battle with Trip, which allows Darklet to take on Lilipop, and Sandile takes on Watchhog here. And it plays pretty similarly here, which means this forces Ash to have a rematch next time. And this time it goes much more favorably to Ash here, with a few moves for Darklet learning Feather Dance and Aqua Ring, and Sandile learning Rock Tomb here after a bit of some training from the last battle, which means once his Darklight and Sandile have their fated rematch, it played pretty similar in the anime where Ash wins overall, earning his second deliverable episode here. Make sure you guys tune in next time. So guys, how do you like my version of Sandile here being much more early than the original? Do you like it? Dislike it? And you're probably still upset that Ash doesn't get Snivy here. But don't worry about it. Ash will get a grass type soon. And make sure you subscribe and leave a notification so you know the next part coming. Until next time, peace.